Junction. I do appreciate you popping in to have a look. I'm in my Christmas outfit, as you can tell. It's coming up to Christmas. This will be my last video until the new year. So I just want to thank all of you for subscribing to my channel and supporting me and giving me all the tips and advice, particularly to Jason at Gauge Junction, who gave me a shout out last Tuesday on his live showing. Thank you very much, Jason. It is appreciated. And I just want to return the favour and sort of try and get you all to go and have a look at GWR Buckley. He's a gentleman, I'd say young because I'm quite old, but up Liverpool way I think he is, and he's doing a really good job in his shed there. Also Gemma at Stony Old, she could do with some support from everybody. Again, she's got low numbers, but she's doing really good. And to a couple from Norway, Suzanne and Janice. It's not Norway, Sweden, sorry. Is it Norway? Yeah, it could be Norway. But they've got a fantastic channel. They've got a huge setup in the house, huge setup. But I've learned a lot of tips and tricks from them, so they're worth having a look at. And it's always useful to see what other people are using, especially in Europe. They do use different gear to what we do. So if you get a chance, go and have a look at them. I'll put some links on if I can. Anyway, so in this video is all about what I've been doing over the last couple of weeks. Basically, I've been mending things. I've had an issue with train slipping back there. I've had an issue with a new piece of stock that I showed you last time, my Flying Scotsman. And I've also been putting in new point motors and basically just tidying up everywhere. All the little niggly bits that where the locals or the carriages come apart because of little bumps and the rails not aligning. And I've just been putting together things like that for the last week, 2 weeks. I hope you enjoy it. If I don't see you or speak to you via YouTube, have a great Christmas. And Happy New Year to you all. I certainly will be having a few drinks. We've got the whole family round, so we're going to be packed out. But stay safe and keep warm. Hope you enjoy the video. Well, as you can see, I'm back in the shed. It's been a week. It's freezing here in Norfolk. We've not had any snow, but it's wet, it's cold. I think it's about -2 at the minute. We've been having temperatures of -5, -6 overnight. It's trying to snow, it's sleeting, but we're lucky we've not had any snow so far. But I'm back in the shed. I have been working on a few bits and pieces. Stephen, hope you can see, Elvden, I have bought those gloves you recommended, and I tell you what, the work I've been doing, I've needed them. Thank you very much for that tip, it's been brilliant. Also trying to have a tidy up around here. What I've been working on is getting all my points in place and getting them onto the controller. So all these points here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and the 2 over on that side over there, they work and they click over quite nicely. I've still got to put one in there. I'm waiting for it to arrive. And while I was messing about with that, I noticed there were bits with the derailing. So that is a brand new point which I put in yesterday and worked a treat now. You'll see there's a bit of blue stuck in between the rails. What that's there for is because I noticed every time I was laying them, I couldn't actually get them laid in because of the various issues I've got on the board. But I cut off a piece of straight track. Just cut it off with the saw and then use that to line them up, and it works perfectly. So that's a little tip. All I did was got order a straight piece like that and just cut a little bit off the end, off the track setter, so I can get them laid in properly. So that now works perfectly. I've then worked on this bit and I've relayed those points and this bit here because it was slanting over to one side, raised it up, built it up a little bit. I'll have to come back to that with a scenic, make a little embankment there, But now, as I'm running it, the trains don't derail as much, if any at all, and they hold nice and straight. So it took a while to do, but I got there in the end. A lot of desoldering, lifting, regluing, etc. Same over here. You'll see the track pins are still in place, holding it in place. I'm not going to lift them up for another day yet. I'll do a running session later. So yeah, I've been working on them. I've got my loadie all set up now to control all that. That's all the points over there. And then I've started to work on the TMD, and also looking then to install the points over on this side. And I've got the other loadie working there. So it's all in place. What I'm waiting for is a new 4018 DR4018 to control the points underneath here. It's going to be a while before I can get hold of one. Apparently it's about 3 to 4 week delay. That'll sit over here and control all these, but all these now do work. I've had them working. I just need a few extras before I can finish it off, and then I can then start working at doing the scenics on the TMD and do the lighting. There's the phone, excuse me. Now, where was I when I was rudely interrupted? Oh yes, the TMD. Then I can start putting the lights and stuff in on the TMD, and then order another lighting unit. But today, and the main thing with this video is, I said in the last video, I've got myself an N-Gauge model Scotsman, and within 4 days of me running it on the track, this happened. So as you see, the drive bar has come out, and that's because this little, I'll try and focus in on it if I can, this little screw, this thing here, has come loose, or was loose from the underneath of that. So in that hole there, that has not fitted in, it's not been built in properly. It keeps popping out. That pops out and it puts a strain on the wires that connect. That's the pickup in there, and then you got the wires here. I don't know if you can see that. You've got two little wires there that solder onto these 2 points here. Transfers the power through to the drive wheels, to the motor. The problem is, because that screw came out, the wires were under tension, snapped. Because of that, the drive bar then got pulled out. So I've got to try and fix this, folks. I am very disappointed. The fact that, I paid a lot of money for this, and it lasted 4 days, and it was it didn't fall off, it didn't drop on the floor. It's literally from picking it up. I used both hands, turning it around, trying different ways. I've got a video of it running, which I'll put in, but it just snapped. It just came out literally as I was picking it up. So I'm not impressed with it, but I'm going to have a go at fixing it. I know some of you might be screaming at me, no, don't do it, send it back. But if I send it back the way the postal thing's going on at the minute, I won't get it back for 2 or 3 months, and I need to move on. So I think I've got the skills to do it. Let's see if I can. Okay, so I'll just bring that into focus a little bit more. So what I've done is I've built myself a little cradle, and the very first thing I need to do is to clean that. I'll clean the solder off that's on there. Hopefully this will get it off. And then one more. So that's cleaned that off. What I now need to do is to drop a little bit of super glue in there. The screw is still there, you can see the screw there. I'm gonna take the brass fitting off, unscrew that, drop the super glue in there, and then drop that in. As you can see, I'm now trying very carefully to unscrew that. Not much success. It's very, very fiddly indeed. I'm going to have to get my small pliers out. Okay, managed to get them out. I mean, these are a small pair of tweezers, and this is very tiny, so I've got to be very careful now. I've got to get that into that hole with a drop of super glue, so bear with me. So I've managed to just about locate it in. Leave that for a couple of minutes, and then I can get that screw in there then. That was a bit hairy. I'm hoping that actually has gone in. I could have cocked it all up. No, if I cock it up, it's going back to the shop, isn't it? It's their fault. So now I've got I did have the drive shaft in. I've got to get that drive shaft into there now, so pull that out of there. Put the tweezers on it, line it all up, and then using the magnifying glass, hopefully I can see what I'm doing. You may not see it as well as I can. Oh. It is fiddly beyond belief. Right, so that drive shaft is in. You can see that there. I then need to attach it to that side as well. Looking for how to line it up. Extremely annoying. Right, it's in. Turn it over and then line them up. I hope you can see that. I'm going to try and get that screw in there. If I can get that screw in there, I'll be laughing. If I can get that screw in there. Right, I'm going to try from this direction, see if we can see it. It is extremely frustrating that that is not going in. I think I'll need a little persuasion. Okay, so I've got the screw in, so that means that's in quite hard now, so that's not going to come apart, it's not going to drop out, which now means I can get the wires in. So I'm going to put the camera down and concentrate on doing that, and then hopefully we've got running Loco. Right, so I've repaired it, soldered it, there she is there, so there she goes, good as new. Oh, I'm glad I did that. I thought I had the skill set for it. So what I'll now do is do a running session. Oh, she just stopped. There's still issues to sort out, but I think she's fixed. Anyway, enjoy the next bit of running session, and I'll catch you all again. Ta-ra for now. Diolch yn fawr. bye.